Hello, everyone! Welcome to the third Puzzle Pint series of puzzle hunt fuckery and bullshit. It is actually February 8th, the day that the event actually happens. So these are brand new, off the fucking press, right here and now. We're doing the puzzle hunt. This will still be far off in the future that this actually gets uploaded, so people in March, hi, more than likely. But that being said, it doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, what matters is I am doing this as if I were, doing this with people around the world, which is fine. This is the whole point and shit, and I cannot wait to do this. Now, this is a puzzle hunt for the game Spiritfarer, which I have never played, even though it was on Xbox Game Pass, because it didn't really seem to be my type of game, but I'm willing to give it a try at some point, because all I've heard is, rave reviews for it. But I've heard rave reviews for a lot of other games that have been and bad. So, that being said, I will show off right now that yes, I do have all these links open. Here's the answer sheet, which we'll put into GIMP. Here's the code sheet like we normally have. But the thing that I'm going to point out is that I'm starting with inventory right now. And if I were to click on this, it shows all these different lovely puzzles. And you can see that inventory is puzzle 1. And I'm not doing Spiritfarer because since this was the location puzzle for this month, it came out 4 days ago, and I already did it just to see if there was one running in the future area that I'm going to. Hashtag there wasn't. But that being said, I do know what the answer is, so I will show it off right now. Sadly, if I click on this, which I did earlier today, it did still bring you to the page where you could type in an answer, and then it would be like, here are the locations. But since they did it a few hours ago, probably 2 hours ago in America to 3 hours ago, like I said, this is right off the presses. So with that in mind, I will point this out, and you can do this too, just to double check. Oh, I guess it does work. Well, shit. So, I've been watching too much Universal Century, so I can be like, show! I'm a roll. Alright, anyway. So I'm going to show this off. So the location puzzle is called the Everdoor. Again, I've never played this game. I just know that it has to do with a young girl becoming pretty much the new Charon and ferrying people to the next life and everything. So there's that. But I was able to solve this puzzle, and it's a really good puzzle. I'll point it out what happens. Stella wakes up to see Charon, the previous Spiritfarer, signaling to her. He explains to her and Daffodil the responsibility she will have as the next Spiritfarer. He says that the Everdoor is the Alpha where everything starts and the Omega where everything ends. You get this picture, which I'm going to tell you right now means nothing for the puzzle. And this. Now you're going, what the hell is this? And I'm going to point out how I did it, because I did have to look at, do I have it here? It's right here. I did have to look at a hint or two for this. I will admit this, because one factor of the puzzle did not register with me, and it should have. But sometimes when you're just doing this right as you wake up, your brain's not working at just show me the fucking hint. And again, puzzled Pint, so probably when people are drunk, it's just show me the fucking hint. So here it is. What I was able to determine when I first did this puzzle was you can see in each of these letters a big huge dot, like here and here, as I can show off with my cursor, or here and here, here and here, here and here, and each dot connects to a straight line. This dot goes down, this dot goes top right, this dot goes bottom left, this dot goes top left, this goes down, this goes bottom right, left, right, top right, down, etc., etc. And if you've been watching this series, or the previous series before this one, you'll notice that this is something that we like to call the semaphore, aka the military flag alphabet. So you do the military flag alphabet with these 9 letters, and you get 9 different letters. Because you go, man, this weird Y thing has a down and a top right. So it is an E. Because down and top right. Now, this is when I needed the hint, because I had this big, huge 3x3 grid of letters, and I was like, what the fuck do I do with these? I Wordle, but for only like the past week or two, and this didn't mean anything to me. So I did look at the hint, and it was like, oh, Greek alphabet and stuff. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? And that's when I realized that, when I saw signaling, I knew it was going to be a semaphore, because when I saw this. But here's where this gets interesting. The Everdor is the alpha where everything starts, the omega where everything ends. Now, what it turns out is that all of these are Greek letters. This is the Greek alphabet, actually. This P isn't a P, it's like faux. This is, this is chi. This is, I don't know, epsilon or log. It doesn't matter. The point is that this is pi, which pi is a Greek letter and is before. You get what I mean. So if you were to put these letters, which are Greek letters, in alphabetical order, in Greek alphabetical order, and then lined up, like if you were to make an XY chart and the X was all of these in alphabetical order, and the Y chart was what their semaphore letter is, you can read that Y chart down, and you get the word Everlight. And there you go. And this is a really good puzzle. This guy is Tomar Reiter. He's a recent math PhD graduate who is awesome, and is a software engineer, also awesome. He enjoys playing board games with his wife Campbell. His favorite recent board game released is The Loop, which I looked up and seems to be a co-op multiplayer game where you're trying to fight a boss, and it has time travel mechanics, like it's a time loop. So each player is a different point in time, or... I just got a quick glance at it, but it looked really interesting anyway. And his New Year's resolution is to try to design his own game, which, hey, if you do it, I am willing to play it. Board game or card game or whatever. Sadly, his first contribution was Modern Board Games in June 2020, which I did look up earlier. In one of the puzzles, you do have to cut up physically with scissors, and we can't do that, so we're not going to be doing that puzzle hunt. Because I am willing to go back and do some of these if people want me to. Put it in the comments. So let's actually get to this. Future me, what you're going to do is you're going to cut all of this shit out and copy everything into GIMP right now. You got it? Good. Go for it. Okay, so real quick, we have the first 2 puzzles in, as well as the ever-loving puzzle answer board that we have to look back to once we get to the meta. And let's just look at some of our puzzles real quick. First off, let's look at this. We have our first puzzle, inventory. Let's read this. Oh god, this is a 4 out of 5 difficulty. Actually, let's skip this one for now. Oh, hell no. Oh god, how bad is it? Still, his inventory is glitched. Every item's letters got jumbled up. And an extra letter got added somewhere too. Fortunately, items are still showing up in the correct category. This might help figure out which item is which. Stella already figured out one. What does she need to fix the glitch? She figured out one, and it was a lion, which is oil and N. Oh, okay. I get it now. I see what the puzzle's asking us to do. We'll start with this puzzle, because we're going to do these in order like we did of the other 2 times. I do not want to zoom in that much. Don't want to resize. That's perfect. That works. I think that works. Because I can't... Yeah, you can't, like, double open it to get, something crazier. Can't you use some of these? I thought you could. Anyway, so, okay. I understand what's going on. So what happens is every single one of these has an extra letter. So you have copper rope is actually an anagram of some 6-letter word and an extra letter. Now, what the extra letter is, we don't know. What's the thing that could be done with these? We don't know. Which is always fun, but we do know that there are certain categories. Not every category in the list will be used. Are you fucking kidding me? There are 5 categories, and you gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options. Well, we know... What do we know? We know that whatever category lion is a part of, what that's actually telling us is oil is a part of. So it's not animals, it's not clothing, it's not flour, it's not grains and beans, it could be ingredients. I'm even willing to say it could be vegetables because vegetable oil exists. Oh shit, I'm not actually sure I can do this one without a hint. The thing that I'm just like looking at, the reason why I was so silent just now was I was looking at this word because it says 3 and 1. And I was thinking, oh, arm. But none of these fit arm except for maybe clothing because you put your arm through a sleeve. But the other thing I realized was we're talking about a game where anthropomorphic animals... I know enough about the game. There are anthropomorphic animals, much like Animal Crossing, and you're helping them move on to the next life and stuff. Once I think that, I can see another 3-letter word in there. And if the game follows the Animal Crossing rule of, shit like Tom Nook existing, then maybe this is animals and that's the name I'm looking for? So that's kind of fucked. Because I'm not sure what I'm actually looking for here. I think I might need a hint, but I feel like the hint's going to be like, you're not going to use all the categories, which it says right there. So I'm not entirely sure. Man, Tomer, you just kind of kicked our ass right at the beginning. It's kind of mean that he did that, honestly. This is kind of fucking cruel. I'm kind of fucking disturbed by this. And I don't think the hint page is up yet. Oh man, the hint page doesn't even exist yet because this is live. Oh boy, this is happening now. So this isn't just uploaded for archive. This is uploaded for people who are doing it online. This is actually live as I record this. Oh fuck. I may have made a terrible mistake, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Makes it even more fun. Okay, so let's skip to puzzle 2. Because if we can... I was going to say, here's the thing about a puzzle hunt. As long as I can get a majority of these, I can get some sort of resemblance of a meta. That's the thing. You don't have to do every puzzle, but you have to do a fucking high amount of them to get the meta. The meta doesn't always... In most puzzle hunts, the meta doesn't necessarily need every single thing unless it's a succession puzzle hunt where puzzle A goes to puzzle B goes to puzzle C, but the fact that all these are open right now and I can fill out this answer sheet in any order makes me think that the meta will not need every single thing. Because the Gilligan's Island one didn't really need every single thing. The Avatar one kinda did, but I think if you had 3 of the words, you could still start to formulate a plan, and you could just fill in a blank, so... There is that. So let's read this. Stella takes a look at the map, then sets a course and takes the helm of her boat. Daffodil looks over and notices the course looks rather strange and involves many turns. Why did Stella choose this course? Daffodil figured it out straight away is in bold. So I'm just going to underline that. And let's go. Rules. Stella's boat goes through the center of squares as opposed to along the borders. Okay. So no moves will do this. All moves will do this, or any number of things. Perfect. Do. Okay, what puzzle do I know of this as? So far I'm thinking castle wall, or I think it's pronounced Yajalin. So okay. Okay. As opposed to along the borders. Some paths are provided to get you started. At each square, the ship's course either goes straight or turns left or right. The course cannot cross itself. I'm going to switch this over to blue. Actually, I want, where is that fucking, here it is. Is this what I want? That's what I want. I want that blue, and I want the X, and you will understand why I want the X in 2 seconds. And I'm also going to drop this down. Does that work? Perfect. Let's go. Paths. The course cannot cross itself, and it must begin and end at the squares where the course is shown, leaving the grid. Okay, so just to mark this off, I want to size this up again, and I want this, and I want this. You'll understand. Actually, can I make that bigger? You're going to understand why I have black still in a little bit, but some of you probably already have a guess as to why I have black still on my thing. 10 is perfect. Let's go. Additionally, each column and row indicates the number of squares in that column or row that are occupied by a segment of the course. Perfect. All I need to know, first things first, is there a 6? No. Which sucks. But we're going to follow some logic here. Let's just get the logic out of the way that we can. Now, the first thing I can note is, 1, if the path starts at a point and ends at a point, all I have to do is read the letters in the path in the correct order. Second thing I note is that if I cannot, say, go like this, if it has to be one concurrent loop, then what I want to do is mark off certain locations, like, say, I want to make it thin again, but the point still stands. I want to point out stuff that does not fit the bill. So that way, I can figure out what can and can't happen. Because if this A square, is very much like Slitherlink, in all honesty. The Slitherlink, imagine if these were the numbers. If I know do happens, this cannot happen. And the same thing applies here. What I know is that currently I can't exit through this border because it would connect to this, and I can't exit through this border because it would connect to this blue and make a perpendicular Y intersection, or a T intersection, I guess. And so, can a line ever do that? No, because where does this one go now? There's only one entrance and one exit. So I can actually mark that as this. So if this R gets used, it is forced to do this. But we don't know if that's what it's doing, so we're not going to use that logic yet. What we do want to do, however, is note where can certain things go, where can certain things not go, what blocks then get canceled out because of the non-consistencies, or not non-consistencies. What I mean is the non-existent paths. Like I said, this R cannot, or this A cannot happen because 2 of its 3 entrances and exits are blocked off, and that's kind of bad. If this A gets used, it is forced to do this, and then this B is forced to do that. Now, we don't know if that actually exists or not yet, so we're not going to force it, but we do know it exists. And I already see a valuable move with this H in the bottom right corner, which is, we know that this has to go here. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to extend every line to its natural next step. Its halfway point through the square. Again, we don't know if they turn left, right, or go straight, so we're not going to do that yet, but we will extend them to where the intersection is. This could go right or up, it can't go left. This could go right or up, it can't go left, etc., etc. Now, once this happens, we can follow another set of logic. And the next set of logic we will notice is that our clue straight up says Additionally, each column and row indicates the number of squares that column or row is occupied by blue. Now, the reason why I point that out is because I have a 3 here, and it already has 1 and 2 squares. If this A gets taken, it's forced to do this, and it gets 1, 2, 3. It gets 1, 2, 3, 4. So we know instantly that the corners are big, fat, fucking no-nos. This Q has 3 ways it could go. This way, which this gets blocked off with. This way, it's already an X. And this way, this cannot happen. If this U happens, it's forced to do that. And what we can do is actually travel this down the whole line. If I cancel this out, now the T is the corner. And what I'm thinking is that in order for this to work out, the only way it can work out is for this square here to go left 1 more and connect like that. Just like so. Any even number that starts with, actually I can see another one right now. The very bottom row also fills that exact same logic. This T cannot go up, it must continue. This 3 is now already satisfied, so we can cross off all of these. And because we did that, this blue is in fact going to turn upwards, and that will turn off a few more intersection points. We can get rid of this. I do want to do that again, though, just because I want to mark off that that's... I don't want to fuck up with the I, since we will need that I in a little bit. So, the next thing I'm going to do, like a crazy person, is count that this square, this whole grid, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. The reason why I say it's perfect is because, actually, real quick, I do want to keep the black because I want to get rid of this. The reason why I say it's perfect is because if I have 2 clues that say that they are both 10, that means every single square must be used, and so instantly any corner must be taken. And so we at least know that this happens. We see this G has 2 separate areas. It must continue straight. Now, when that happens, I get to cross this off, and I'm now realizing how this puzzle actually ends. Because I'm looking at this RDIGHIITT, and that clearly can't make a word. But, and I've done this before with another puzzle hunt, what I do realize is that I'm probably not going to use every single part of this path. The path is part of the answer, but it is not the whole answer. And I quote, we actually underlined this earlier. Daffodil figured it out straight away, which makes me think that only the letters that are in a straightaway get used, which would be an IGHT, which could be right or light or whatever, which makes me think that if it's right, this has to go like that. But we're not going to do that because that's forcing an answer, and we don't want to force an answer. We want to do this logically. So again, this 10, why is my cursor all weird and an up arrow? I don't care. So we know that since this is also 10, and this is a corner, this is now forced. I do want to redo that again, though. And so my next order of operations is... I see a few, actually, that are really, really interesting. So give me a sec as I point them out. So digits are concurrent with how many squares get blued. And I'm looking at the columns, and what I see is this 4 actually sees 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this column is actually 100% satisfied. So we can get rid of all of these, which will also do this. I actually want to undo this real quick because I need to get those dots off of my blue spots. But the answer still stands that this is, in fact, the next move. And this very much is, I don't want to say it's Slitherlink, but it vaguely enough reminds me of, this is very much, not Slitherlink, but it's like a Yajalin mixed with battleships, which is a really interesting concept that I'm actually getting behind. We can get rid of that. We can resize this. Again, this is live, currently happening right now. This is hot off the presses. Not even hot off the presses. This is still being printed. And that's kind of cool to think about. That I am doing this as other people are doing this. But I'm recording it and you guys will just get it later. I really like that. I'm very happy I'm doing this right now, even though it's going to be a pain in the ass trying to go back to this puzzle, because I have no fucking ideas. And it's not like I'm going to call the helpline live on the goddamn, recording. That would just be psychotic. I see that the T is forced a turn, so I can mark that off. I am very satisfied that I'm doing this live. I am very satisfied that I'm doing this live. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Let me recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yep. And it needed 6. So I can turn off all these other squares. This has 3 of its 4 intersections blocked. That has to be a dead square. So this will come out. This will turn. This cannot connect, so this will happen now. And I'm going to start marking some lovely X's again. This is a really good puzzle. This is actually an extremely good puzzle. This is done. So let's continue. This 6 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. So this has to be finalized. Man, I know cracking the cryptic within the week does the big, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember, but it's not, the BBC doing the puzzle hunt, but it is something associated with the British government and stuff. There's like some British puzzle hunt group that pretty much just makes a big huge present for Christmas. The cracking the cryptic does, and this very much reminds me of that I'm like doing it this live. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't know if these connect or if they turn, but this is done. This is done. How else will this continue? This 5 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can actually mark these off. So this will not be connected. This is a dead cell. This is a dead cell. Future mean cut once this is done being X'd. Okay, which is next? Clearly I can mark this 5 as a done. I see this 8, and there's a good amount of stuff missing, so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this actually does work. So I can do, I forgot to resize it. I can do this now. That corner is forced. That makes me now look at the 5 clue that I have on row 2, because it sees 1, 2, 3, 4 so far. So this N can't be taken, as it would connect 2 cells. And that would make it 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This would force a 5, 6. So the only other option is the R. And the R only has 2 exits. So it's going to do that. and I keep misclicking. So that will, in fact, get rid of this turn. And it also gets rid of that 5. But I don't know if the F and the W connect. So we won't do that yet. Let's see. I see the 6 here. Sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't do anything. This sees 3, not enough information. This sees 4, not enough information. This sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, that's it. Yeah, nope, the 7 clue is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 3 of these are dead cells. So I know for a fact that this has to happen. Or no. I don't know if that has to happen. Let me rephrase. This and this have to happen. And then this becomes a whatever, but what those do is unbeknownst to me. They could do any number of things, honestly. Let's see. Now the 7 sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a nice little one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is a corner, so it would be 7 and 8. So this just became a dead cell. And I think it just continues on that logic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can again follow this logic down. And we could again follow this logic as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like this puzzle. This is a really, really good puzzle. How do you pronounce it? Tomar? Or Tamar? I just want to make... Oh, wait. I screwed that up. You didn't want the K, right? Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I don't want the K, but I do want the O, I believe. Because the O would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do want the O. And the O is going to be a corner. This is done. But that actually gave us some huge movements. Because what that just did was that forced this E to take a left. So let's get that E to turn. That canceled off another movement over here. And can I do something with that logic? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I'm not just doing that logic. This entire fucking column is done. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is not coming down. This I is a dead cell. This U is a dead cell. This A is a dead cell. And this S is a dead cell. Not to be confused with the roguelike of the same name, which I keep thinking about as I'm doing this puzzle. All right. Perfect. So let's make this W turn this direction. Let's kill off the intersection that would become a 3-way. Not that there's anything wrong with 3 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either one of these turning right works. 1, 2, 3 with nothing else, and it needs 3, so anything works. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that's a nifty little trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now this is done. We just don't know what it actually does. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. I'm stupid. Let me rephrase that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. I'm starting over here and I'm missing this side completely. So let's rephrase this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So in fact, this row doesn't need another dot. It's done. And in fact, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so I want to kill off this entire cell, which is going to give some massive implications to what is about to happen with a lot of these dots. And I realize this is a closed loop if I take this intersection, so we don't want that. And now we can fill out a good chunk of this, let's be fair. because this cannot turn left. It's going to go straight. And we can, god damn it, we can start marking off a few X's. Meanwhile, this right side, this C is going to become a corner. This L is going to become a corner. Because of this O only has one way to go because it can't go this way. And so it's going to go straight up. We're getting a really, really weird puzzle going on that I really, really enjoy. Actually, I'm going to keep this because I know that this is going to happen. And I know it's going to happen specifically because this blue is going to come up. It's not a straight line, but I don't care at this point. So we are super close to ending. All we need to do is count the amount of cells left in each column and row. So this A clue sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It must, in fact, take this C. It will, in fact, take that C. And this O is now a dead cell. Does the 7 see 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It needs one more. Let me recount that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does need one more. And there is your puzzle. Now, second half of the puzzle, now that we are done, is to take... I'm going to rename this layer, and I'm going to type it as we take the straightaways. This is a corner, this is a corner, that's a C. Corner, 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 O. Corner, 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 R. N. E. P. I. E. C. E. Did I screw this up already? C. O. R. N. E. Oh, I missed the R. R. P. I. E. C. E. S. L. E. F. T. T. O. Mr. Kitty is screaming another word. I. G. H. T. Corner pieces left to right. What? Corner pieces left to right? Is that what it says? Give me a sec. Okay. Corner pieces left to right. Okay, corner pieces left to right would be... This is really weird, I'm gonna be honest. This is really fucking weird that the straightaways spells corner pieces left to right. That means that it's a double cipher. And that's really... Why did Stella choose this course? Corner pieces left to right. Is that the answer? That can't be the answer, right? Let's see. Son of a bitch. This is really cool. I'm looking for the down lines, by the way, now. Answer is C-R-A-T-E-C-O-L-L-E-C. T-I-O-N. This is so cool. W-E-L-L-D-O-N-E-Y-O-U-D-I-D-I-T. I swear to God, if I scroll this up and it says, don't forget to drink your Ovaltine, I will kill everyone on this planet. Okay, let's space this out. Answer is crate collection. Well done, you did it? The answer is crate collection? Yeah, sure, I'll take it. What was this one? Navigation? So good. That was a really good one. That was a really good one. Wow. All right, so there's our first puzzle. So yeah. Wow. And again, doing this live with everyone else. This is cool. I mean, sure, no hints, but whatever. What fucking ever. I am down with this. So yeah, that was the first part of our puzzle hunt. Holy crap, that felt good to do. Holy crap, I can't believe I'm doing this live again. This is just great. Next time on the Spiritfarer puzzle hunt by Puzzled Pint, our February puzzle hunt, we will be doing... What's the next puzzle's name? Because I'm not doing inventory. I will give inventory a shot, but I don't think that's going to make a good video. So I guess we'll do side quests. I swear to God, if it's another 4 out of 5, I'm going to be a little scared. So hey, did you like this? Kinda, a little bit. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be nice. It's a Patreon link. You get to vote for games and stuff. Because, I mean, if you pay, you're like my boss. I mean, that's literally how it works. If I'm making money, you are paying me, and I am your employee. So I want to give all my bosses the option to tell me what to do and shit. And meanwhile, there's a Twitch where I stream, and there's a Twitter where there's notifications that I'm streaming or any other number of things. And yeah, I'm the Let's Play Princess signing off. Peace and love to you all as always.